Turbo Power, Lucy May had to drop back. A further 3 or 4 lengths to Pelican Pick, who's down on the inside of Rock or Bust. And a long last is Rocking Rose coming around the home corner. And Thunderstrut leads them for home. The Schwarcia filly straightened up about a long neck in front of on the outside the favourite, who's quickly claimed it, Little Hercules. They beat off Akinar Star, Demons and Dust, Turbo Power, then Lucy May at the 200 metre mark, and Little Hercules now kicked a length and a half in front. Akinar Star still sticking on pretty well though. He keeps on coming, Akinar Star. He comes up on the outside of Little Hercules, reaches the lead. Strong performance. Very good win here by Akinar Star. The well-related 2-year-old beat home Little Hercules, Turbo Power, then Thunderstrut down on the inside from Lucy May in a photo for 4th. They were followed by Pelican Pick. At the head of the others then came Rock or Bust, then Demons and Dust, and the last of them home is Rocking Rose. Akinar Star, gee, that was gritty. He looked to be in real trouble. After heads had turned for home, he was battling away. Little Hercules paddling in the final stages, and this horse, who raced today similarly to his trial with his head just tilted on the side up the straight, has really shown some tenacity here. The half-brother to the Guineas winner Man Booker, and Atacama Sky, who was a smart running 2-year-old as well for the Simon Miller stable last year, and raced by Peter Walsh, along with A. Harrod, Josh Hardy, Dan Jancic, A. and R. Walker, also M. Gemmell, and C. and S. Coucher, ridden by Peter Nucky. He has shown a fair bit of grit there after being caught deep, showing plenty of fight, plenty of will in 59.87. It's 1, 2, 4 and 10. Akinar Star continuing a fine family tradition. Second will be 2 Little Hercules by Planet 5 from Salzar for Laloma Farms, D. Rulin, P. Reeves, W. Chambers, A. Boundy, A. McSporran, B. K. and S. Waddell, trained by Brian Kersley, ridden by Brad Parnham, and Turbo Power, number 4, third home, a Vital Equine Colt from Absolute Pleasure, raced by Nev, Carolyn Parnham, Bob Pearson, and also Paul Cook, trained by Neville Parnham, ridden by Steve Parnham. So he had to pull out all stops, Akinar Star. $3.20, $1.50 to haul in Little Hercules, $1.10. Turbo Power, $2.40. And margins 1 length by a long neck. Sectional 35-0. Akinar Star salutes by Gingerbread Man, the first of the Gingerbread Man stock, and his career off to a terrific start out of the very good producing Dane time mare Marine, who's produced her share of winners. Lovely, big, strong type, this fellow. His sire was a real star in Singapore, and he really did call upon all reserves to get home at the end of the 1,000, running down the favourite Little Hercules. Race 2, the Tab Touch check-in at Belmont Park Maiden at 1:26. 15 Asian Pearl, 18 Danehill's Daughter, 19 Kildalago, 20 Second Quest are the scratchings from the second event for the day. Well, some excited owners, no doubt. A couple have had the Midas touch. Dan Jancic had 2 runners for 2 winners so far, Atacama Sky, and now, of course, Akinar Star as well. Let's find out a bit more, though, as we take you down to Adam McGrath, who's in the yard.
Very impressive start to the 2-year-old season, and also to Akinar Star's career. And Kelly, half to Man Booker, half to Atacama Sky, and we can see that the breeding has certainly continued on.
Yeah, and 2 different types of horses. This horse is a fairly sort of laid back, big striding horse. Atacama's a totally different type of horse, but good win, very good win.
Let's just talk about the horse then in general. We're just hearing then it sounds like a very smart animal and just ticks the boxes at home.
Yeah, he's so relaxed. I actually thought the penny hadn't dropped with him, but today obviously he picked them up pretty quick. So yeah, it was good.
I was fortunate enough to be at the sales when Simon was looking at this galloper, and he said as well, just everything ticked the box: athletic, strong, mature, and clearly that's come out again today in the race day.
Yeah, definitely Simon's type of horse. I like him too. So hopefully he can go on from here.
Let's talk about the run then. Obviously a tricky barrier and barrier 9 on debut. First ever run in these conditions as well. And being stuck 3 wide and behind a horse that beat you in the trial, it was always going to be tough to win, but he just didn't shake away from the task.
Yeah, we sort of planned to sort of cross a little bit earlier than that, but they sort of kept him out, and then Pete didn't really get a lot of cover, and he wavered a little bit in the straight, but got the job done.
There's a lot of similarities when you look at him too, Man Booker, as well. Is he a horse that you expect could run a fair few of these 2-year-old races without having a break?
Yeah, I definitely think he'd get a little bit further, and he's sound, so fingers crossed he sticks that way.
Yeah, Really nice performance on debut. Congratulations.
Thanks, Adam. We'll grab winning jockey now, Peter Nucky as well, who was able to lift this 2-year-old Gelding by Gingerbread Man to victory. And Peter is pretty tough out there, 3 wide.
It was, he jumped really good, but then the other two were able to boot up inside me. And the thing what came from the trials is, although the second horse beat us in the second trial, he missed a bit of work going in that, so we didn't pressure him a lot. But then within the fortnight, Simon was able to wind him down, which you saw today. He had a tough run and he pulled through with flying colours and he went straight, and you can't ask for much more than that on a debut.
What were your thoughts at the top of the straight? Did you think, look, we've probably done too much out here 3 wide, we're just going to run a nice second or third, or did you still think you were going to be able to win it?
Yeah, I actually still thought I had a bit of horse under me, because he does find, although I didn't put any pressure on that second trial, I did track work. He does fine for you. And when I saw Brad give his a bit of a dig up when we turned for home, he didn't put a margin on me, and I was still chasing him down. So, and I had faith that he'll be strong right at the finish. So all credit to Simon and the staff. Like last season he trained 13 2-year-old winners, or 13 2-year-old races he won, and he knows how to win these early races, and it's all the education they put in.
Kelly was just saying then that he ticks all of the boxes as well. Taking a look, just looks so similar to Man Booker. Is it exciting for you in this early stage of 2-year-old season, after what you mentioned as well with how we know Simon goes this time of the year?
Oh, exactly right. Like the win upset a lot of the horses today, and he's walking around the mountain enclosure like a welter horse. So when you know that's in your favour, they're not going to lose it before the race. And he jumped, he put himself in a good enough spot if he drew well, but he was able to overcome it, so it's good on him. Yeah.
Right on, mate. Great start to the team.
Ta.
There's Peter Nucky.